I've spent the last 5 years being the hero of my best friend's life, but I'm actually the reason she's been grieving for half a decade. When Sarah and I were 20, we were inseparable. She was dating Jake, the guy everyone loved, and I was the third wheel who always felt like an outsider. I didn't just envy their relationship. I despised how effortlessly Sarah commanded attention. One rainy Friday night, Jake and I got into a heated argument while Sarah was inside a convenience store. He told me he was going to break up with her because he had feelings for someone at his college. In a moment of pure, blinding rage, I told him that Sarah had been cheating on him for months. He was stunned. He jumped into his truck, white-knuckled and furious, intending to confront her. I watched him pull away, his headlights blurring in the rain. 20 minutes later, the call came. He had lost control on the slick highway and crashed into a concrete divider. He didn't make it. Sarah was shattered. She spent years in therapy, blaming herself for not being enough to keep him, wondering what she could have done differently that final night. I became her rock. I was the one who held her while she sobbed, the one who took her to the cemetery every anniversary, and the one who told her, over and over, that it wasn't her fault. It was a perfect performance. Last week, Sarah finally started dating again. She looked happy, actually smiling for the first time since the accident. She invited me over to celebrate and pull out an old shoebox of Jake's things she had finally felt ready to go through. As we sat on her bedroom floor, she pulled out a crumpled, stained envelope. I found this in the glove box of his truck after the police cleared it. She whispered, her hands shaking. I was too scared to open it until today. She unfolded the paper. It was a note Jake had written to her that night, intended to be a surprise. My heart stopped. I don't want to break up, Sarah, she read aloud, her voice trembling. I was just confused. But talking to your best friend today made me realize that she's been trying to sabotage us for months. I'm coming over to tell you I want to marry you. I love you. The room went cold. Sarah looked up at me, her eyes wide with a sudden, terrifying clarity as she remembered the timeline. You told me he left because he didn't love me anymore, she whispered, her voice barely audible. You were the only one who talked to him that night. The silence wasn't just deafening. It was a death sentence for the only friendship I had left. I realized then that my secret didn't just ruin a relationship. It had been a ghost haunting her house, and I was the one who had invited it in to stay.